My so-called life is sponsored by So I am back from the Road to California Quilt Show. This is the second year that I've gone to this show, and I had an absolute amazing experience. There were a few ups and downs, but all in all, I had a great time. Also, I managed to pick up quite a few items, and Jess from So Blessed by Jess made me an amazing quilt and a back patch that is definitely going to go on a vest. But like I always say, instead of talking about it, let's check it out. But before we check it out, yes, it only took 7 years, but I finally organized this room.
Get the most fun out of life, out of being a mother and wife, with new fashion excitement that's all created by you. On your new Touch and Sew sewing machine by Singer. Touch and Sew, another first from Singer.
Be the girl with the golden touch on your new Singer Golden Touch and Sew machine. Dozens of exclusive features, like this new built-in needle threader for the golden slant needle, and the push-button bobbin that winds right in the machine. What a wonderful new feeling. You can do all 3 kinds of sewing: straight, zigzag, and chain stitch.
Touch and Sew, the push-button bobbin way.
Come sew on one at your Singer Center. Choose from 5 Touch and Sew models from $149.95.
What's new for tomorrow is at Singer today.
Yes, those are crickets in the background. My house is utterly and completely infested with crickets, and at this point, we're just hanging out. So, last week, I went to the Road to California Quilt Show. I had an amazing time with Jess from So Blessed by Jess, and this time I actually got to experience the quilt show. Last year, I wasn't necessarily feeling well, so I only spent a day there. And this year, I got the full quilt show experience. On the first day, I was a bit giddy. I had an expectation of last year in my head, and when I showed up, everything was completely different. Well, when you first walk in the entry hall, the quilts that are hanging are amazing. They are literal works of art, and I feel privileged just to go to shows like this because I always come home inspired. But by the time we got to day 2, I realized that this year it was more about the vendors, which I was here for. I was beyond ecstatic to witness how many people had quilted clothing. Last year I thought I was ahead of the curve, and this year I'm so far behind I need a map. But in the end, I ended up having a great time. I went to a hockey game. I met amazing people. And you know what? For everyone who said hello to me, you made my trip special. And I thank you. Because the entire time I was dancing around because people recognized me from my YouTube channel. And I can say nothing but thank you. I got a beautiful hat from Donnie and Jennifer. This community is amazing. And every time I go to a quilt show, I come home with a story and experience and nothing but amazing memories. So here's to the next one.
touching Touchtronic memory machines.
Incredible.
I'm Polly Bergen. Only Singer makes machines this easy to use. Touch. The memory remembers your stitch pattern instantly. Touchtronic speed control remembers to adjust your fabric thickness.
What about basting?
Touch. Great. You can forget about your sewing machine and concentrate on sewing. The Touchtronic memory machine family. Come take a test, Touch.
Of course, I have to go to a quilt show and come home with a quilt. This is the second year that Jess from So Blessed by Jess has made me an amazing quilt, and I love this quilt. The year of the curve continues. This is my color scheme. I absolutely love this quilt. And just like I did last year, I will say that this is the greatest birthday gift of all time. Jess also made me 2 amazing back patches. I've been putting these on vests, and it makes me laugh when people stop me on the street and they say, "Is that Jula Bank?" Yes. Yes, it is. I love this. This will be on the back of a vest. You know, putting blocks on vests is something that I started last year, and it is something that I absolutely love to do at this point. I'm up to like my 5th or 6th vest with a back patch. I am beyond stoked to have this. This is something that I'm definitely going to sew with. I almost forgot. I purchased Road to California fabric. This is 3 yards of beautiful Road to California 30-year anniversary fabric. I had to get something to remember forever. So let me know what you think I should do with this. Of course, I want to make a hood. I've heard suggestions of a vest, all kinds of great suggestions. So let me know in the comments what you think. I had a great time at the Road to California Quilt Show. But to be honest, there were a few downsides to the quilt show that I didn't necessarily notice last year. First of all, the prices for the food were Disneyland prices. They were in outer space. For a bread bowl and a large potato, which was amazing. And 2 drinks, it was almost $70. And in California, that's $70 plus tax. So the potato was $30, and so was the bread bowl. To me, the prices seemed insane. But I was in Rome, and you know the saying. Also, on the second day of the quilt show, I walked in with my camera. The camera that I'm using right now, I have quite an elaborate setup. With the camera sitting here, it does look a bit intimidating. But the Road to California, the people who put on the quilt show, they encourage people to come with cameras, to film the venue, to film the quilts. So I bring my filming equipment, and I got stopped by security. It took 10 individuals to figure out that I was allowed to be in the venue filming. The security went out of their way trying to pick a fight with me. And the funny thing is, there was an employee who was staring at me, and I was trying not to make eye contact with this person. And he went out of his way to interject himself in the conversation, and he asked me to leave. He asked me to leave at the very moment his boss said, "Oh, you're okay to be in here." I'm not going to say that it ruined the experience, but it certainly soured the experience. I wasn't ready for overzealous security guards who are scared of who are scared of cameras. Sorry, not security cameras. They were scared of my camera. And to me, that was the whole reason I was there. So I was not impressed. And also, the parking lot was filled. So if you had to park, if you didn't have parking anywhere in the area, you had to park across the street. And there was a lot of people there that needed help, people with disabilities. And so it just didn't seem like a smart decision to have everyone park across the street. But, you know, it's a quilt show. They picked the venue. It's the same place as it was last year. It'll be at the same place next year. You know, all in all, I had a great time. But this year, there definitely were a few downsides. And next year, I'm going to come knowing what I'm getting myself into. So I'm still excited for next year. So if you've made it this far, I absolutely thank you. And like I always say, reinforce your seams, be yourself, and I will definitely see you next time.
With your feet on the air, your head on the ground. Try